Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Last episode we witnessed this roller coaster failed, but what? Yes, it's gonna rain. Yes, we are going to raise the prices quickly of this. This is obviously a blessing from the rain gods. We are going to make so much money from this. I am going to just leave the prices at $10. I know I can raise it to 20, but I just don't feel like doing that, just waiting for that price to rise, and 10 is obviously enough, but we are going to make so much money. I mean, not many people have umbrellas. Hopefully this rain lasts for at least like a year. And there's no flooding, of course. At least I hope so. No. And I am going to have to fix this coaster really quickly, because as soon as the rain ceases to exist, as in it stops, I am going to want to open up this coaster to the public. And one modification that I am going to make is I'm going to raise this up to 50 feet instead of 40. This will just give me more room for the coaster to expand. We will still have room for the loop. We will still have room for not as much as we did before, as it failed earlier, and we still won't have as much speed as we had before, but we should still have sufficient speed, I'd like to say. And we are just going to follow this format of expansion, where we spend as much money as we can, and it will hopefully work, and with it we will earn our money back. And it's just gonna go straight into the station over here. Maybe add even a water splash section. I haven't added these in such a long time to my coasters. Maybe it might work out. Actually, we are going to add the on-ride photo exhibit right here. Then add the water splash, like so. And we are going to test out our coaster. And it stopped raining, and I didn't notice. But I'm a cheap person, and I'm just going to leave the prices at what they are. We need to find our handyman. Is he stuck somewhere? He seems to be stuck in a line somewhere. But where? Oh my, he's stuck in there. There you go. What about the other guy? Yeah, he's cleaning up over here. It seems that because of the rising amount of people coming into our park, we do not have enough seats for them all. And in not having enough seats for them, they're getting mad. And in not having trash cans, they are littering, which is bad. Bad, 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 bad. I have 6 guys to clean it up. I don't see why I'm not making, like, it's not clean. I have six handymen cleaning my park, and there's still vomit everywhere. I'm gonna fire them all. No, outline's way too short. Anyway, one thing a viewer suggested I do, and his name is Adam WPE. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong or anything. Anyway, one thing he suggested me to do was to build scenery next to my rides to attract more customers. And I am going to do so. I didn't know it attracted customers directly, but I thought it only attracted customers if you got the Best Scenery Award. So I'm going to try that out, and thank you for that advice. And also suggesting to rise my greedy prices already to 30 cents over here. So in order to build scenery, so to say, I'm just gonna finish off this fence over here, which might not seem so much fancy, but it will fit the theme later when I have more money to spend on theming it. And yes, I know I built these rides to attract more customers, but I am going to delete and move them in hopes to theme my park better. And yes, this will cost more money, but I don't care, frankly. Quite frankly, I don't care. I wish I could theme this, but now I can't. Well, actually, now I can. So I just deleted the line. So we actually have time to theme this line now. We're just going to delete the rest of it. And we're going to... No, not that. No. Yes, alright. And we are just going to... How are we going to design this? Let's see. Yes. No, that won't work. How to do this? Alright, I am going to delete this. Yes, I know. But it is all in the name of creating an amazing park. Just bear with me, guys. I know there was this huge episode where I was like, oh, I'm going to build this. It's going to make us so much money. But now I changed my mind on that. And I am going to build it right, the way it was meant to be built, at least in my mind. And that was the way I think it was meant to be built, was themed like so. You will see what I mean by themed. I am going to build a little house or movie theater, like I said, I think in an earlier episode that I did this before. Anyways, I'm going to build this movie theater here. It's going to be a little tighter, more tightly fitted, but it gives us more room. I mean, I deleted the other rides, so we have more room for this. And that guy better not get lost. I mean, come on, you can see the path right there. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. And then he turns back. What an idiot. Like, really, what an idiot. I think, no. I'm going to build the roof right here. It's going to be colored black. I just think that fits what I am looking at. I am going to build this roof type like this, like so. And then I am going to build a glass roof to finish it off. And I am going to design the roof of this, so to say, movie theater in a way that I think fits. And I have built this so far a couple of times, so it's not completely new, but I think it looks great. A little scenery tips, I guess, if you want any. Build something like this for your rides. And I just realized that I made a crucial mistake that I hate. It's not really crucial, but I hate doing this. I built the walls outwards, which causes awkward gaps. Yes, minor error, but I hate it. It's just personal preference, really. Anyways, the next part of this design is a, so to say, roof that will go actually around the theater, like so, and you don't have to, but I do use this. You know the tip I gave earlier about holding control, and you can raise the roof? Yeah? Raise the roof? Yeah. Anyway, you can build little roofs like this, easily doing that. And that's the method I use to do this. And then I build little supports like this. Yellow. We are not losing guests, which is surprising. Anyway, build supports like so. I'd rather have like a red carpet, but whatever, doesn't matter. And then usually I build a secondary roof over, which would look like, hold on, you'll see what I mean, which would look like this. This little thing I think looks nice. It all in the end, scenery is all personal preference. You don't have to cater to anyone but yourself. So I build my simulators like this. And then I like to have, to finish it off, a sign above it like that. I just think it looks pretty nice. And then in addition to that, instead of the two rides, I add trees as my scenery. I did this in another park. I can probably show you as an example, but not this episode. So that is our scenery, and that looks really nice compared to what it was before, just a clump of ugly buildings. And we have a nice ride for this, so we are going to build a station for it. A nice, oh, that is what I forgot to do. I needed to hire another handyman for this area because there is a lot of vomit there. And we are going to open the motion simulator, which has this nice little enclosement. I think we are going to keep these rides there for now, maybe move them later. But I really like the motion simulator building. And we are almost at completing our scenario goal, but that is not really our goal when we are building this park. We are just building a park to build a park. Yeah, right? A big park, at least. A massive park. One that will have at least 30,000 people, even if it's impossible in this game. At least 30,000. Sorry, I just blew into my mic. I try not to do that. And what can we do now? We can always rebuild those rides we deleted. Not at the moment, though. I'm not sure what to do. Like, watch this nice little splash. It's a nice way to break system, too. Oh yes, I was going to build a station for this. For coaster stations, I build sort of the same design, but not really. What I do is use these plain walls, like so, build up a nice little square or rectangular wall system, like so. I use the control tip that I mentioned earlier, like 30,000 times, to easily build up these walls instead of holding shift. It's not a problem. I thought this would be too high to build a wall there, because usually I just build it around the station and not over this track. It just looks nicer to me. And I build it up one more. I like nice high stations with these nice plain walls, and then you'll see what I do for the roof. And these stations are really easy to build up. They look great on the outside, not so much on the inside, but you can't see it. The guests can, but I don't think the AI intelligence really cares. You can just spam a bunch of bushes and they would think it's the same thing. I like to build a nice outline, like so. Messed up on that wall again. There, I like to build a nice outline like this. And then I go to this, and I use this glass roof at the same level. And in theory it should look yeah, it looks pretty nice. And that is my general station design. It isn't the best. It isn't. I don't think it's as good as this one. I like it though, so I am going to use it for a lot more roller coasters. I don't think I'm going to build one for this one because it's just so small, and I already screwed up on the line, so build up some trees for quote-unquote scenery. I just like the way the trees add to the look of wooden coasters. And what I forgot to do was to name the coaster. And like I said in earlier episodes, if you have a name for anything in the park, just leave a comment below, and I'll more than gladly name it that, because I don't really have great names. We'll just call this Atom Smasher. Oh, one thing I forgot to do is add a nice little sign. And the wording fits pretty nicely, I think. I'm gonna build it on both sides at the same level. And there you go, there's our station design. Nice square. And we lost about $2 grand on that station. And we are probably not gonna earn that back for a while. But we don't care anymore, because what we are trying to do is instead of just build a crappy park, we're going to build a nice looking park. I know that's a horrible explanation, but for my actions, I know. But again, this has to be, in my opinion, the greatest park of all time. So we are going to try to make it that. And of course it won't be the greatest park, but we can just believe it is in our minds, because that's what we do. I really like that I changed the design of this. Sorry, just had to take care of something, and I'm back. And I think this is going to be the end of the episode. As you can see in this episode, we built a nice little motion simulator station, we fixed our roller coaster, and we built the Atom Smasher.